All right, welcome everyone. First things first, first order of business. I want you guys to think about this scenario before we get into actual meat and bones of what a lottery coin is. So let's say, as a shopper, as a consumer, you're on the US Mint website. Okay, if there's something specific you're looking for, maybe it's release day of a specific coin or a mint set or a proof set. You're all in. You're ready to buy. All right, and you're probably sitting in line in the queue with a bunch of other people that's trying to buy the same thing. Now, there are certain releases where, it just doesn't have the kind of like crowd reaction that you would normally see. Like a basic old proof set. You could wait 3 or 4 days. Seeing as how they don't have a mintage limit, you could wait three or 4 days to actually purchase it and not have to worry about your website crashing or your computer crashing, rather. But let's say you go and you pick the product, okay? In this case, you want to order the brand new silver proof set, all right? Because it comes with a exclusive West Point reverse proof nickel. All right, that's kind of like all the buzz these days. There are some of these new intriguing releases by the Mint in which they're leveraging the West Point's capabilities to provide something new for collectors like you and I. So you go through the process, you order one, let's keep it simple. You go through the checkout process, you put your credit card information in, you go ahead and choose your shipping, and then you just let it fly. Okay, you send it out into the outer web and into the U.S. Mint's hands. All right, from that point forward, you're just waiting. You're waiting a few weeks to receive your product. And lo and behold, guess what? You had something that come into the mail today, and you went ahead and you opened the box. Okay, you double checked the invoice to make sure that it's the product that you owned, and all that great stuff. And here it is, your 2020 silver proof set. It's exactly as advertised. It's in this handy box, nothing new, nothing different. So you just want to check it out. You go ahead and pull it out. You got your handy dandy certificate of authenticity. And then there you go. You have exactly what you purchased. Okay, this is a 10 coin set with all of the national park quarters in its own case. And then the other denominations, including the Native American dollar, is also in there too. It looks good, right? All right, but you're really, really interested in that West Point nickel. All right, it's a reverse proof. First time that the U.S. Mint's ever done something like this on a nickel. They did it with the Lincoln Cent last year. So it comes in this envelope. Okay, usually it's accompanied with the silver proof set. You go ahead and open it up. One of three things is going to happen. Number one, you got exactly what you bargained for. You got the nickel composition coin. I guess the envelope, in kind of a nutshell, acts as the certificate of authenticity for this coin. But what if you opened up the envelope, you pulled the coin out, and the coin looks a little bit different? It looks a little bit lighter. It kind of has more of a satin sheen, and then you look inside, and there, inside the envelope, is another certificate of authenticity. Congratulations, collector. You have received one of 1,000 serial numbered 999 fine silver test reverse proof Jefferson nickels. What? You have got to be out of your mind, or you can't even be in your own mind, because at this point you're kind of scratching your head and you're half excited, you're half kind of confused, perplexed. But you give it a few minutes to kind of let it digest and settle in. You take a look at what you have, and you have an exclusive one-off coin that not everybody gets. The certificate of authenticity is serial numbered 250 out of 1,000, which means that is coin number 250 out of 1,000 made in 999 fine silver. Okay, and you remember that third scenario? Okay, you pulled out the coin out of the envelope, and this time you have a gold reverse proof Jefferson instead of the nickel composition. And then you pulled out that little card that's inside for another COA, Congratulations, collector. You have received one of 100 quad 9 fine gold reverse proof Jefferson nickels. I mean, this would be a trend-setting release. All right, it would just be trend-setting in general to have the ability to add a lottery coin to help incentivize sales of some of their slowest U.S. Mint products. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the sports card industry has been doing this for years, if not decades, since what, 1998 or 99? When they're including rare autographs of collectors, of players rather, that we just don't see a lot of autographs for. Now, they've been doing this for a while, and then with a lot of success, the sports card industry hasn't been hotter than it is today. So why isn't the U.S. Mint following suit? Well, I don't know. But they really should consider it, considering that they have a very progressive, trend-setting director in David Ryder at the U.S. Mint. He is, of course, the individual that decided, you know what, we really need to put something out there in circulation to get the collective blood pumping of the novice numismatic crowd out there. So that's why he did the 2019 West Point quarters with small mintages of only 2 million per each. I mean, at the time of release, this was a big deal. People were waiting and waiting, going to the bank. Hey, can you let me know when your box of brand new 2019 quarters comes in? People were camping out at the banks. Probably not literally, but they were on top of their game. And then the first few people that took advantage and actually ended up with some of the brand new 2019 quarters were able to make money hand over fist on these boxes. Individual 2019 West Point Lowell National Parks, the very first one released into circulation. Coins were selling for like $200, $300, $400, $500 in the first 24 to 36 hours. And then as expected, they tailed off as more inventory became available out into the secondary market. So with the PCGS bounty, the CoinQuest bounty for finding and sending off that coin, they awarded a pretty significant reward. It's like $2,500. It was a lot of money. Here we are 18 months later. Okay, people still want to find the West Point quarters, but at the same time, we're in kind of like a different society now. There's a coin shortage and a bunch of pandemonium going on in this world, that there's just not enough coins in the commerce system. So the U.S. Mint has ramped up production on all of their denominations of coins with exception of half dollars. So there's a lot more 2020s out there. The West Points are still out there. The mintages are still 2 million per design. But interest is beginning to dip significantly on the West Point circulation quarters. So the program had a phenomenal run. It's coming up to the end of its life cycle. David Ryder knows this. 2 more releases slated to come here between now and the end of the year. You know, people are going to be looking for that. But the fever pitch isn't there like it was on day one, where those coins were selling from like $250 to $500. These coins are now selling on release for like $50 to $75, a considerable amount less. And then they drop off significantly after like 2 or 3 days. They plummet down to like $20, which is right where the Salt River Bay quarter, the brand new one, is right now. But the U.S. Mint has other issues currently. Okay, they're trying to get out a record amount of coins to help balance out the coin shortage, you know, that purportedly is going on right now. And in addition, their quality is in the tanker. Have you seen the brand new 2020s? If you haven't, check it out. But my segue into the lottery coin solution, all right, can be met with a lot of praise, but at the same time, it might have its negative, you know, kind of like detracting statements as well. I would love to hear what you guys think about this. Now, again, the sports card industry has been doing this for a long time. All right, we have to take a look and see what some of the other steps are going to be for the U.S. Mint to continue to deliver to the customer base. And I think everything is written in stone. And what I mean about that is previous production figures, mintage figures of, let's say, a regular standard proof set. Because if you examine the actual numbers, you'll see just the numbers and the overall interest factor of this one pretty generic US Mint product beginning to degrade right in front of our very eyes. So I have a copy of the 2021 Red Book in front of me, okay? So it doesn't have 2019 and 2020 mintage figures yet because those products are still being sold on the US Mint today. However, we're going to start out at 2018 for the base set. The mintage for a 10-piece set is 490,414. Okay, I would say it's an all-time low. The year before that, in 2017, all minted in San Francisco, mind you, 568,681, which is 78,000 less than the more current year of 2018. If we went back one more year in 2016, which is, by the way, a 13-piece set. They had a few extra coins in there. 595,184. So you guys see the trend. Year over year, their interest in proof sets has diminished quite a bit. And in some cases, 10 to 15% less per year. You would actually have to go back all the way to 2011 to find the last proof set in which over 1 million were produced and sold. To be absolutely accurate on that statement, 1,098,835 were produced in 2011. Staggering numbers, staggering drop in only 9 years. You would have to go back to 2006 to find the last proof set in which over 2 million were produced and sold. So you guys see this startling trend. Something has to give. What if they're already injecting the market, the US Mint rather, the mid set and both versions of the proof set with their own unique West Point minted coins? Okay, you have a regular proof, reverse proof, and then you'll also have a business strike circulation type looking coin. But they need to do better. Okay, and then without really changing the prices on the US Mint products, which, by the way, are increasing year in, year out. The silver proof set that you saw a second ago, I believe, was available for like $42.50, which is a lot higher than what it used to be. With the rising costs, obviously, you have to give the consumer something else. The US Mint has always complained about how their numbers are dropping year in, year out. It didn't matter what they were doing. Yeah, the brand new promotions that the US Mint have been doing in the last year certainly have helped, but we are just going to continue to see regular declines year in, year out, with or without the West Point insertion of those special coins. I think they need to do something extraordinary. All right, you order a product, you're not expecting it. All right, and you end up with a gold test piece that is not only valuable, but it's a limited quantity, 100 pieces. I mean, come on, the possibilities are endless. It's going to seriously, explode the secondary market. I mean, let's be honest, okay? The 1,000 low mintage silver variant of that nickel can have huge ramifications on the modern market in a good way, all right? But it really has to make sense. Is this something that they can do? I mean, right? They're a nonprofit. Yeah, right. The U.S. Mint is all about making money. Okay. Last time I checked, it says .gov at the end, so all the money is going back in to to a government entity. So they have to make money, but they are also a merchant as well. So they have to make money. Why not entertain the possibility of a lottery coin inclusion? Not only in this, but the U.S. Mint has been struggling all along with commemorative sales. What if, you're advertising a clad commemorative coin And how about you do like a platinum or palladium version in which there is a low, you know, um, quantity of them, so that way they're more exclusive. You inject those as special lottery hits. You know, the more you order, the better your chances of hitting one of those. And some people won't like that because they have to buy more, but there is, you know, if people are gamblers out there when it comes to the secondary market, so they're already ingrained with that trait. Why not go all in and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and order 100 of these things with the possibility that I might get one of these special rarities. You know, just something to consider. And this all stemmed from the video I did yesterday, where I talked about just the waning popularity of the West Point circulation coins and where we go from this point forward. Okay, I think that the U.S. Mint has to be creative if they're trying to get more sales, more people through their website, which, by the way, they need to figure out their hosting services with that website, because the same old thing is not working when the website crashes, when you have a large amount of volume of customers buying your product. That needs to be sorted out. That might also be a little bit of a reason why popularity in U.S. Mint products is declining. But anyways, I want to go ahead and throw that out there to you. Would love to hear your comments, your feedback. Is this something that's viable, or am I just like, am I just high right now and I don't know what I'm talking about? It is certainly an intriguing prospect of a lottery coin style insertion into a lot of the U.S. Mint products, the struggling ones, as a matter of fact. That's it. That's going to do it for this one. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for instant notifications. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. And, yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Never mind. I sound like a broken record after the last, 30 seconds. Well, you guys take care. Keep collecting. And we're discovering together. So long.